Hi, I'm Dr. Robert D. McDonald of the Telos Healing Center. I'm the creator of the Destination Method. My wife, Dr. Lizette McDonald, and I created these tools, and we teach them around the world. So I want to let you know in the Destination Method that we apply our tools to different kinds of issues. You might want to know what kind of issues might be approachable, actually resolvable. Well, I can give you information about that in general. Later on, you might want to find out through a different video something specific for you. But generally speaking, the Destination Method works with issues that are as different, as disparate as shocking images. A person can have an image in their mind that every time they see it in their mind's eye, they feel very upset. That would be, for example, the source of certain forms of anxiety. Anxiety, or which is just another word for worrying, anxiety has to do oftentimes with seeing an image about the future. Anxiety is always about the future. Anxiety is never about the past. We're not anxious about what happened yesterday. We're always anxious, or if we are anxious, we're anxious about what might happen in the future. And that can come in the form of a shocking image, something that may happen in the future. A shocking image can also be about the past. It can be about, and it's not anxiety then, it's just shock and a little bit of trauma. The person can think of something that happened to them many years ago, and they have one image in their mind, and that image keeps causing them a great deal of emotional upset. Also, depression, we work with depression, which is just another way of saying we work with negative self-talk and negative images. Negative self-talk, talking to yourself, saying things that are painful to hear, or hearing somebody else's voice. It's like a recorded section of your mind. There's this record of somebody speaking to you, your mother, father, sister, brother, teacher, somebody saying, oh yeah, some negative thing, like you're no good, you're helpless, you're hopeless, you're worthless, or you hear your own voice in your mind saying, I'm helpless, I'm hopeless, I'm worthless. These kinds of sounds, words, sentences can create depression, which when depression comes, first person feels terrible, and then they can have the chemical of their body can be impacted by the depression, or the depression can create the chemical. People say, well, how is that possible? But if you just think about it, when you see an imaginary lemon in your mind, you will create salivation in your mouth. The image creates the chemical. The sound that says there is a lemon near me, you hear the words and start to make sense out of it, you can then have salivation in your mouth. Chemicals are created oftentimes by what we see in our mind's eye and hear in our mind's ear. It's the same thing with fear, another emotion that we work with, phobias. We work with shocking images, traumatic memories. We work with phobias. We work with all kinds of fears. We work with negative internal dialogue. We work with different kinds of compulsions. A person's compelled to eat a certain kind of product, and they can't seem to stop doing it. We work to help that and resolve that kind of issue. We work with codependence, with emotional enmeshment, where you don't know where you end and another person begins. We work with so many issues, a broad array. One of the most difficult things about the Destination Method is to understand that it works with so much. We even work with allergies. There are certain allergies that we've been able to rapidly resolve. People come and talk to us. We don't use medication. We're not medical doctors. We help them to change their thinking, and it changes their chemistry. They have a different reaction to what previously had caused them a certain kind of allergic reaction. You know, it happened with me. I had an experience where I was having an allergic reaction to the pollen that was in the valley where I was living. I was living in the mountains in the redwoods. The medical doctor told me I had an allergy to the pollen from the redwood trees. My wife said, well, listen, Dr. Lizette says, listen, if you can help other people, help yourself. I sat down and did the work with her, and I haven't had a problem with that since, and that was 20 years ago. So it's quite possible to resolve things like those, allergies and so on. We've worked with shock, trauma, grief, internal conflict, one of the most important things to work with, conflict. And we find out what the person is conflicted about. Some people want to get married, and at the same time, they want to remain single. They want to get a divorce, and at the same time, they want to remain married. They want to go to college, they want to stay home, and so on. All these kinds of things we work with. The Destination Method works with any issue that is generated by the internal images, the pictures, and sounds, and feelings, and tastes, and smells. So we actually work and help people resolve smoking. We do tons of things. I just want to give you a little hint of that, and then you can take a look at the titles of the different smaller videos and find out something that fits for you. Thanks for watching.